Alright, let's switch it up. Let's switch it up. What's going on, guys? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's happening? Alright, let's see if we can catch some pips today. Let's see if we can catch some pips. Alright, alright. So gold had a nice little drop today, didn't it? Nice little drop. So let me start from the daily. Let's start from the daily. So daily time frame is clearly very bearish. We even gapped down to start the day. We gapped down to start the day. So see, yesterday closed bearish as well. Now we're pushing down into this daily support area where price has bounced up from previously. So we've had a bounce up from 33.22 and then from a bit lower 33.10. But I'll look at some 4-hour levels below. Look, 4 hours still bearish. So I'd anticipate that if gold is gonna drop and really continue bearish, like a bigger pullback, it needs to break below 33.06. But 33.06 will be my first sell target of the day. Now if any of these supports here hold and gold pushes back up, I'm looking for a retest of 33.95. Now I don't really expect this to happen today. There's no news today, I don't think. Wait, let me check. Yeah, there's no news today, so it's just straight price action. And if gold's going to continue bearish, then like I said, 33.06, and then we'll look at some levels below, like 32.88, 87. But yeah, for now 33.06, and then a bounce up back to sort of the 3400s. Now right before the day closed, price did push up into the 33.90s just about, and then we had this big 4-hour candle drop, and obviously we continued down from there, and we haven't really pushed back up. So at first we retested this 4-hour support, but obviously gold is still dropping. So now if this current 4-hour candle breaks the previous low at 33.16, yep, then I think we're definitely going to tap 33.06. So just need to see us break, you know, get to 33.15, and then we know we'll continue down some more. So right now we're hovering on the first 4-hour support level. You see it's had the most taps here, and obviously the next one would be, let me just put that up here. It's going to be a whole zone. I'm gonna leave that, make it just a little bit bigger. Cool. So right now we're just hovering above this 4-hour support, and if we get a break, then yeah, we're going further down. And I believe this is based on the ceasefire, the Iran-Israel ceasefire, but I don't know, man. I don't trust war news anymore. Not recently. Not recently. But that's gold. So to get into any trades right now, yeehaw, hello William, Benny, what's good? Sorry guys, I didn't even say hi. So this is the current zone we're at right here. I'm going to take this line off because either way, if we break below, then we're pushing below that 4-hour support, and above, then we've got a clean range up. So I'm gonna take this one off, but I'm just gonna put this one right here in case we get a retest. But yeah, gold, I mean, eventually we're gonna have to fill this gap too. All right, let's look at pound yen. I haven't even looked at pound yen today. Okay. So daily is bearish. It could just be making a bottom wick, to be fair. 4 hours just ranging. So we've got a 4 hour support, 197.26. And then a resistance right above this 30-minute level. And Panya does not look clean at all. Oof. This is a horrible, horrible range. That's an old support there. It's the sort of current support at the most recent low. And obviously this is the recent high here. Now if GJ breaks above, I mean there's so many levels in between. Pandian's not looking great today, I'll be honest with you. Pandian is not looking great. Yeah, we'll see what we get. I think gold is going to be the move. Look, there's just too many key levels. 4 hours ranging, we broke the high, but we're dropping back down. Yeah, looks like gold is going to be the one today. But yes, Benny Gold really did drop. Like I said, Iran news. How was everyone's morning though? Anyone catch any trades today? This London session? I mean, there's definitely been movement on gold, I can see. Yesterday, do you know what? I actually went back over the stream. In fact, that reminds me. I went back over the stream and I was like, I actually said, right here, I said gold could create a higher low and a nice support to continue back up. And I was like, why didn't I take this trade? Even here, once it created this support and higher low, these buys up would have been perfect. And we had a continuation pattern afterwards. Missed opportunities. Very silly. Very, very silly. Right into this 4 hour zone. So right here, this is the 4 hour level. Look, tapped into it perfectly, closed below, created a lower high on the 4 hour time frame. And just came right back down. Perfect place to get into some sells. Even after the buys up. Crazy. Well, what can you do, eh? Hey, Rosie, what's up? But, dun, 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 dun. You took gold sells during London? Okay, nice, nice. What time? Dun, 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 dun. But I think gold's going to keep dropping today. We're just hovering around this. We're hovering around this 4 hour level. But I think we're going to keep dropping. 7 a.m. wick fill. So 6. Okay, so this was, I guess, a closure below, or price this. It was clean candles to the left. Oh, so I guess you got in on the 7 o'clock candle expecting this wick fill, because this wouldn't have been a wick fill. Got to 100 pips. Let me see the 15, because I know you like the 15-minute. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this would have been nice. Okay, not bad, not bad. Even if you used a break of the low and used the previous. Well, that wouldn't have been there then. Not bad though, not bad, not bad. And he was probably going for 1-to-1, so yeah, man, gold was just dropping. I saw it gap down last night, and I thought we would get a wick up at least, like fill the gap, as it's been doing, something like this, gapped up, filled the gap. Obviously, it came back up, but I expected it to maybe come up first and then drop, but nope. Ooh, let's see if we get a closure below right here. Be a nice way to start the day. Let me see if I've got a top wick on my broker though. Yes, I do. Okay, my broker's got a top wick, that's all that matters. $60 pip stop loss. Oh, it does. There's a very, very tiny top wick there. Very, very small. Oh, come on, gold. Give us that closure. All right, 5 minutes till this candle closes. Is there any point even looking at pound yen today? Is there any point? GJ's had a horrible start to the week. It has. Where is it? It really has. I mean, this is Monday's price action. I guess it did sell down from 198. And that would have been literally the move of the day. Like closure below. Got this wick fill. But how far did that even move? If you got the closure below, couldn't have waited until that bottom wick was broken. I had to get in at the flip. Got to 40 pips. 24 for the wick fill. Yeah, it's just not been great. Not been great. Wouldn't even have taken this with no top wick there. But yeah, it's not been nice price action. Looks like gold is pulling back up. Lovely. I feel like right now, I'm just going to be waiting for gold to break out of this little range that it's in. But what I would say is if it continues creating this downtrend structure, like it still creates lower highs, then I'm looking to take a sell from, if it doesn't close below, I'll take a sell from the next lower high that it creates. So if it creates something like this, it's a little bit lower, then as soon as I get the next, as soon as the next candle breaks the low, then I'll get in. Like if it's something like this. So yeah, a little bounce and then come back down, and I'll take that all day. Anticipating it breaks this low here. But really it has to be a resistance below 33.30, I guess, to round it off. I'm just tempted to look at pound yen just to see what it's doing. Alright, so we're not getting that closure below then. Looks like this support might be holding for a second. But I mean, we've had this happen before, where as soon as we break the support, gold just drops. It's like here. Here. It's just a waiting game now. Go and give it a top wick. GJ sells. Oh, nah, man, not. I couldn't. I couldn't. I need to see certain things. Obviously, I need to have certain confirmations before I get into any trade. So for me to see sells, I need at least a clean range. The higher time frames bearish, or at least like with me as well, like a bearish bias. But majority is like a clean range to actually sell through, because I need at least a 1-to-1. Now here, I can't, even if there's volume that comes in, what's very off-putting is all these bottom wicks, these wick rejections where prices come down and it's pushed back up. Also, even though prices created a lower high here, like this would be the lower high, it's been making higher lows and the range isn't clean down, so it could stop here at this support, do you know what I mean, which is just over 10 pips away. Then here it's just too many levels below. Gold is looking good, man. Just wish it had a bit of a top wick. There's one on my broker. So there's a top wick on my broker and there's a tiny little gap as well. But I would prefer a closure below this support. Come. Oh man, like I see the potential for the sales on GJ, but it's just not clean enough for me, honestly. It's just not. Like, this downtrend structure is nice, but at the same time, looking at the daily, I'm anticipating the daily to flip bullish and continue up. Or even if this is a pullback, I'm not anticipating a big one. So maybe like a daily continuation pattern to close the day, to end the day. Yeah, and with this 4 hour too, which has already broken a previous high. Yeah, I just don't, no. No, I'm gonna chill on GJ for now. Wait for gold to break out. Would love for it to bounce up first. Just have a little bounce, make them top wicks, maybe retest and then come back down. You know, little some, or even from here, like retest there. Hopefully not just straight down. What's the dollar index doing? Just dropping. Yeah, this is the plan for gold. DXY ain't saying nothing. Go on, gold, push up a little bit first. Oops. Let's see if GJ continues though, because I mean the candles are trending down at the moment. First, it's got to break past this first support. Then this next one. Then this one. Come on, Goldie. Did it make that top wick? Did it come back? I don't think it did. Yeah, just a little bit of structure needed on gold to continue down, I think. But either way, a breakout. Yeah, I'll still take a breakout if we close below here. Definitely. Look, pretty clean range below here as well. Yeah, nice clean range. And again, if we break below 33.15, we'll be breaking the previous 15-minute low too. 4-hour low, sorry. How's you? Alright, we're pushing, we're pushing. Look, GJ2, look at that. Alright, so we're about to break this 4-hour low. Might actually be able to get some sales on this 15-minute time frame. Caswell, what's happening, brother? Caswell, what's good? What's good? This is good. Might get a trade here on the 15-minute time frame. Damn, looks like it's leaving us. Oh, don't do that. So on the 15, jeez. Might have left the building. My first target was what, 33.06 down here. Man, I knew once this support would break, it would drop, but I didn't expect it to happen so quick. What's that doing? 91 pip stops. You see how this 15 closes. Obviously it's closing below. Would love for it to pull up, give us a little retest, and then drop. So if I could get a decent top wick and then we break the low, then I'll just use the entry candle wick. Damn, no top wick. This trading view is way slower than my broker. Can't keep up. In fact, look at that spread. This is like a news candle right here. The way this spread has jumped. Alright, time to check some headlines. Oh shoot. Iran launches a massive missile barrage towards Israel. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, gold might push up. No injuries reported. Oh man. Yeah, this is not looking great for the sales at the moment with this news just dropping. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. Okay, so we've got the top wick. Got the top wick. So it seems trading views a little bit slow. Benny said he's taking the break. That's what I'm thinking about right here. The break on my broker is different from the break on trading view though. Oh, what's happening? I'm scared to put a sell stop. I don't know if it'll actually work. Alright, how big would the stop loss be if we used entry candle? About 26, 27 pips, which isn't bad. Only thing I'm a bit cautious of at the moment is this news that's just dropped. It's more bullish for gold than bearish. I'm gonna wait for the 30-minute because that's my time frame. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for this 30-minute candle to close. Yeah, I ain't gonna mess with this 15 at the moment, especially with this war news just breaking. But if we get a little retest here, that'll be nice too. I mean, whatever top bit this makes, depending on how it closes, if I take some sells on the next 30-minute, then I could use this 15-minute candle high as a stop loss. Oh, this is a serious push up. Alright, is this the retest or the start of the push? What's weird is the spread of my broker is still kind of high. It's like 5 pips. It's never this big. Literally 5 pips. That means there's a lot of well, volatility. Very unusual. It's a decent top wick. I don't know if it's gonna flip and come back down. Let's see if this 15-minute candle flips. Even if we get a weak bullish closure, that'll be good. In the next 8 minutes, then the sells definitely look good. I'm just thinking risk reward now, because it's, I wanted 33.06, which is only 50 pips away, but this stop loss already is like 74 minimum, and then previous 30 minutes 96. So yeah, I don't know. Looked like it was going to get a bit of a pullback. Go on. It's been a nice retest. That could have just been a little spike for the news, for the little headline. Yeah, that's it. Come back down. Nice structure on the 15. I mean on the 5 minute. Caswell, you said you're waiting for the 30 minutes to close. That's a smart idea, man. Smart idea. It's a good idea. Let's do that. Let's do that. Because I think, yeah, if we break this low, I think we continue down anyway. I do. Four minutes left. This is a nice stop loss though, right here. Thing is, if this re-breaks, I think it's going to push down some more. Yeah, once this flips, because it's, yeah, we're going to get a little push. Right, hopefully not too much, so we can take the next 30-minute. What's GJ doing? Look at these GJ cells. Garbage. The cells were not selling right here. Held at this support. This is what I mean. You need clean ranges to sell through. Oh God, what was that? Continuation pattern would be perfect. Weak bullish candle. So gold is playing. Hey. The worst part is, I think once it finally pushes, it's gonna drive down. That's what I don't want to miss. I don't want to miss that drop. Who the hell's mine die? So at the moment, I'm using AI to create like a news robot to give me updates about war news, like economy news, things like that. But it still needs a lot of filtering out. Ooh, look at this. Ooh, I'm taking a break of this low right here. Shit. All right, I'm in. Oh man, I gotta have a 1-to-1 at least. It's gonna be like, I'm gonna just do it at 100 pips. Got the continuation pattern, closure below, retest. Should continue down. There's not much of a top wick. There we go, push. Had to be very quick there. But if she's paying attention, you caught the move. $25 pips so far. Did I get the same entry? My entry might have been a little higher than that because I had a bit of a pullback. Trying to go for that manual entry. So I've gone at 12. Literally 99 on the dot. Alright, let's go Goldie. Up 30 pips so far. Alright, I'm going to move my stop to break even just because it's tapped this 4-hour level here. Hi, new here. No, I don't trade prop firms, just personal account. No prop firms here. Maybe one day. I keep saying I'm gonna do it, but I just don't feel like I need to. Wow, that was a bit of a pullback, wasn't it? Right from this 4-hour support. Alright, back to 30 pips. Need to get comfortable taking break evens rather than losses, you know? Part of the game. Beautiful, beautiful. Come on, 40 pips. So my original TP would have been 33.06, which is what I was looking for at the beginning of the stream. So that's ideally where I'm looking to close. Go on, get there for me, get there. Ooh, nice. Alright, I'm closing here. Close right at the bottom of this range right here, 65 pips. Now I know I had my TP a little bit lower and I did want a 1-to-1, but like I said, my original target for the day was 33.06 and I got out at 33. Where did I get out? 33.0580. It pulled back a little bit on me. Yeah. But that's it. It's a 4-hour level. You know gold likes to pull back from here. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's all good. Nice one if you caught that. In and out. See if we can catch another one before this session's over. Damn, this thing might keep going, you know. Oh yeah, it's gonna keep going. You're holding a runner. Nice, nice. I know you ain't closing full positions. I know you're not closing full positions. So that was just about 60 pips there. Should have taken parcels. Do you know what? So if you've been here from the beginning, that's what I used to do. I used to take partials, close like 80% and leave 20% running. But a lot of the time, that 20% running would come back and hit my entry at break even. So that's why I stopped doing that. So I started it last month. I said, you know what? I'm just going to close full positions. And that's it. Because now if I'd closed 80% here at 60 pips and then my 20% hit break even, I think I would have averaged about, I want to say maybe 40 or 50 pips. That's what I would have closed. So losing that 20%, it puts me at less profits than if I just closed full, where I would have closed partials. So yeah, that's why I do that now. And I've looked over a long period of time, past trades, every time I've hit break even, and what I worked out what I would have lost. So that's why. So now we close full. Now I close full anyway. What everyone else does is up to them. But yeah. Now watch this shit come back to entry now. And just prove my point. Crazy work. But nah, that was a nice clean trade. Look at pound yen. Pound yen still dropping. When's this news bot ready? Yo, for now it's just a personal like bot that I'm using, so I still need to filter out because it's sending stuff I don't want. But when it's ready, when I think it's useful, what I might do is, what I'm looking into is filtering out the news that I want and sending it automatically to the Discord. But it's still, I only started it on, what day are we? Maybe Saturday or Sunday. I just thought, let me just have something that gives me updates straight away, just straight to the Telegram. So it looks for war news, it will look for like economy news, anything with the Bank of England, Bank of Japan, like anything with the dollar at the moment. And then it's also gonna say whether the news is gonna be bullish or bearish for gold or GJ. And yeah, but it sends out, at the moment I've got it searching for news articles every 15 minutes. Now it sounds like a lot sending, but it might be like 2 or 3 articles, and it will never send the same headlines. So I'm still tweaking it, because it sent me some stuff about the weather in China, So I had to update that and make sure it excludes certain bits of news. It sent me an article in another language, so I need to make sure it's only English. So just little tweaks. So once it's ready, I think, let me give it about 2 weeks until I can get all the settings right, and then figure out how to maybe connect it to the Discord or add people. So yeah, we're getting there. But it's decent so far though. Like, I just got that headline about Iran bombing Israel, and that came, you know, just as gold started to push up a bit. So yeah. All right, in terms of more trades, I mean, this range isn't big enough on pound yen to even do anything with. But I want to see how gold closes on this 4-hour level here. See if the next, so now the new candle is going to be a new 4-hour candle. And as you can see, yeah, I trade every day on YouTube from like 12:30 till about 2 o'clock. So maybe another half an hour every day. I try to be here every single day. Sometimes London session, because we trade GJ in here too. So if there's some pound news like Gbpjpy, CPI, yeah, sometimes London. Depends where you are in the world, if you can make it or not. But obviously I'm in the UK, so easy for me. But yeah, look, so gold is approaching this 4-hour support. Now I want to see how this current 4-hour candle closes, because the next one, if we can close below this support, I think we continue to drive down. If this support here holds, then I believe we're going to get a bit of a pullback, maybe to this broken 4-hour level. It's ambitious, but just a bit of a pullback, top wick, maybe even a bullish candle before we continue back down, if we can close above 33.05. So we'll see. 15 minutes to go. Yeah, every day. Best thing to do if you want to see me, best thing to do, obviously subscribe, and then I try to schedule the streams beforehand, so you know exactly what time I'm starting. But majority of the time it's 12:30 East, 12:30 UK GMT, or 7:30 Eastern. Alright, I'm gonna take this off. New 15-minute candle. Just drove straight down. Perfect. Do you trade London session as well, or just NY? What sessions do you trade? What pairs do you trade even? I work full time, so whenever I get the chance to trade, I do. Mostly gold. Okay. I mean, if you get really good with gold, you catch them pips, You can earn more than your full time. The way gold's been moving recently. All this war news, so much volatility, a lot of volume. See, my spreads just got back to normal, less than a pip. Do you trade personal, demo, or prop firm? Yeah, I've been there. That was always my plan. Get out of the full time, you know? Small account, cool. 0.01, 0.02s. Definitely a good way to start. Take it easy. Right, looks like this 4-hour support might be holding. See, look at that. See what I mean? I could have been holding a runner, and my runner would have nearly been stopped out. So where did I get in? 11.99. Yeah, very close, very close. This is why I closed 4. There we go. Break even would have been hit right there. Yeah, hit BE. See, oh man, this runner thing. Yeah, I swear, closing full positions has been the best thing. You always close 4 as you're only using 0. Okay. Did you catch that trade by any chance? I don't know how long you've been in the on the stream, but usually I do try to put buy stops and sell stops just to prepare everyone. But yeah, it did talk about this candle closing weak bullish and then getting in at the break of this low, and it did happen very quick. There was no opportunity for buy stops or sell stops. In fact, I got in a little bit higher than I wanted to, because when I clicked buy, price pulled back a bit. Yeah, usually the buy stops and sell stops just help everyone catch the trade, you know. But it was very quick, and this is a pattern here that we use often. Strong bearish candle, weak bullish, and then getting at the break. Typically on the 30-minute time frame, sometimes a 1 hour. It's great if we see it on the 4-hour or daily, but the entries will be on the lower time frames. 15-minute lowest. I'm just getting used to the 15-minute time frame on gold. Oh, look at that. This support is really I knew there was going to be a pullback from this level right here. I'm so glad I got out, man. So glad I got out. But again, like I said at the beginning of the stream, the target for the sells was always 33.06 for the sells. Anything below that is a bonus. Right, now if it closes back up in this range, I won't be looking for any buys up. No buys up, no buys up. What would I need to see for buys? I would need a closure above this resistance. If I was looking for buys, I need to break these lower highs. Yeah, but if we stay below this 30-minute support, these lows here, then I'll be looking for structure to come back down. I mean, close 60 pips. Could just call it a day. But I think gold has some more to move today. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Pound yen. This is just... Looking back at pound yen, I'm just like, why am I forcing it? Why am I forcing it? This price action is horrible. Yeah, I'm going to leave pound yen where it's at. So that was a clean trade. Yeah, man, that trade was nice. It was decent. It was decent. I mean, we could have blinked and missed it. It was that quick. Little 50 pips, 60 pips. Can't go wrong. Is that what I got on the dot? I got, yeah, 60, 61. Oh, we're pushing back up. Go on, let's see if we get some bigger top wicks for these previous candles here. If we close back in this zone. Oh, sorry. Ooh. It's this 4-hour candle. Shush you. In the meantime, see GJ's still falling a bit. Not bad, not bad. What's the 4-hour looking like? See now 4-hour. Remember I was anticipating GJ was just making a bottom wick for this daily candle to then flip bullish. But looking at the 4-hour, it looks like it's creating lower highs. So we still could get more of a pullback. I would like, if it does continue to pull back and we break this low here, then I want to see what price does at 196.8, because then we'll be retesting a 4-hour resistance, like a break and retest, and then a bounce up, and we'll still have this uptrend structure. We're just retesting the last high, so we'll see with pound yen. I'm getting a lot of these news alerts about the Iran war, Russian drones hitting Kiev, and then global warming. So like, why is that even? Yeah, that still needs some tweaking. Alright, 13. Let's see, so that 4-hour is gonna close bearish. Alright, so gold closed rejecting the 4-hour support, closing bullish. So yeah, alright, so analysis for the rest of this NY session. If I want to take any gold buys, I'm looking for a closure above 33.30, this resistance, because we do have clean candles all the way up. First place I'll be looking at is 33.44 though, if I do get a closure above, in case gold does a retest. Initially for the buys though, I need to see price needs to close back in this range and break these highs right here. That's what I'm looking for. For sells, if gold can stay below this support 33.18 and we don't just start ranging but we create a lower high and a resistance, then I need to see, like I said, a strong resistance, maybe like an engulfing, bearish engulfing, you know, as a strong confirmation that price is going to continue down. Then it also needs to break below 33.05, or even like a closure right on it to keep driving down. Something like this, you know, where we just break and then keep dropping. So that's for gold buys and sells. For pound yen, if it's gonna keep selling, I don't think this range is big enough, to be fair, because I need to see all of this. I need to see a closure below 197, but then I'm looking for a retest at 196.8. Yeah, I might just leave pound yen today. Ideally, I would like the buys. Yeah, Iran want all the smoke. They do, man. Sorry, what's crazy about Trump dropping missiles, yeah, and then going, now's the time for peace? What? How do you ask for peace after you've attacked someone? It's like punching someone in the face and then going, now's the time we stop fighting. It doesn't even make sense. It does not make sense. Like, they're obviously gonna respond. Anyway, I'll keep an eye on that. But war news should normally be bullish for gold. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, pound yen, I'm going to leave pound yen for today and just focus on what gold's doing. Looks like a continuation pattern now to continue down. So, I mean, yeah, if we break this low, then gold is obviously going to keep dropping, isn't it? And my next target for the sells, I mean, what is this? I guess 32.95, 32.87, 32.65. Like for gold sells, if it's going to continue down. But alright, guys, peace out. Nice trade if you caught it. Nice trade if you caught some of those pips. Trump literally said, fuck both Iran and Israel live. Yo, Trump is a wild guy. I'm not even going to get into how crazy him dropping these nukes are. But to be fair, he's always said Iran shouldn't get nukes. But then he also said you shouldn't go to war with Iran. All of his old tweets are coming back up. All of his old news headlines or him saying that he's against war with Iran, it's biting him in the ass. So it's not a good look. I just feel sorry for Americans that are in these bases in the Middle East, because they're the ones that's going to get attacked. They're not coming for America as a country. They're coming for, well, they can't, because it's like 36 hours away. There'll be a crazy missile that will get intercepted. But army soldiers on them bases, man. Let's just hope it just gets cleared up real soon, and it steadies down the markets for us, you know. But yeah, guys, back tomorrow. Do we have news tomorrow? Let me check. Tomorrow we have, I don't think there's no news tomorrow. So another clean news day. Perfect. Well, I say clean, apart from the war news, you know. But yeah, back again, 12:30 UK, 7:30 Eastern. I'll see you guys tomorrow.